Hello sir, I am Chanakya from Department of Computer Science and Engineering, and today I am going to explain about merge sort. Merge sort is one of the most efficient sorting algorithms which works under the strategy of divide and conquer technique. Merge sort repeatedly breaks down a list into several sublists until each sublist consists of a single element, and then merging and merging those sublists in a manner that results into a sorted list. The merge sort was invented by John von Neumann in 19. Divide and conquer is an algorithm design paradigm based on multi-branched recursion. A divide and conquer algorithm works by recursively breaking down a problem into two or more subproblems of the same or related type until these become simply enough to be solved directly. Divide divides the unsorted list into two sublists of about half the size. Conquer sort each of the two sublists recursively until we have list I, in which case the list itself is returned. Combine merges the two sorted lists into one sorted list. There are two types of merge sorts basically. One is iterative merge sort and the other one is recursive merge sort. In iterative merge sort, it operates by dividing a large array into smaller subarrays and then recursively sorting the subarrays. It is also called bottom-up merge sort. And coming to recursive merge sort, the merge sort algorithm recursively divides the array into halves until we reach the base case of array with one element. After that, the merge function picks up the sorted subarrays and merges them to gradually sort the entire array. So this is the basic diagrammatic representation of merging. Here we first divided the array to get the different elements in that array. After getting those elements, we compare each and every element with the other element, and we get different arrays like this. After first pass we got this array with two elements, and after second pass we got this array with three elements, and after the third pass we get five elements in the same array, and after the last pass we get the total sorted array. In this way merging is done. Merge sort is done. And this is the merging sort algorithm. Here we have three elements: lower end, higher end, and the middle element. After finding this, we can apply the merge sort function as by passing the lower end and the middle element as the arguments, and also we can also pass middle plus one element and the higher end. Also we can send three elements as the parameters where in this function. So the basic thing is the problem is divided into two subproblems and conquer. So conquer means solution to that subproblem, and again combining the solution to get the total solution of the problem. So now we need to trace through this algorithm. Here the void merge function takes the parameters an array, lower end, middle element, and the higher element. Here we took I, j, k as the other elements, where the main logic is here. So we compare the ith and jth element of the same array. If ith element is less than the jth element, we increase the k value by 1, and we take the value of a into separate array b. Or else, if a of j is greater than a of I, we take the a of j element into b of k. Now, so this is the merge sort algorithm, function. Here we take the parameters array and an integer value n. To get the value of total number of elements in the array, we take this parameter. Here we take two for loops, so we can say that the time complexity is order of n log n. Okay. Here we take the parameters lower end as I, h as I plus p minus 1, where p is the number of pass, and middle is the l plus h by 2. So middle element is nothing but lower and higher end by 2, average of lower end and higher end. So after getting those values, we pass them as parameters into the merge algorithm where we previously explained it. Or else if p by 2 is less than n, which means if there are odd number of elements in an array, we send these a0, p by 2 minus 1 and n as parameters. Okay, this is the merge function. Here we take the parameters as array, lower end, middle element and higher end. Now we take the elements as I, j, k, where we assign the values of lower end, middle plus 1 and k, that is lower end again. Here if a of I is less than a of j, I mean the same algorithm or logic works here. If a of I is less than a of j, we take the value of a of I into b of k, which is another array, and or else we take the a of j element into b of k. If there are any elements left after the merging, those elements will be are also sorted in the previous algorithm, so they are passed directly into the B array. So if there are any elements left in the array A, those elements will be passed into B, or else if any elements left in A of j, those elements will be passed into B, array B. So this is where the algorithm completely works. Here we pass the arguments array, lower end and middle element, array, middle plus 1 element and higher end, and array, lower end, middle element and higher end in this algorithm, merge function. In merge sort function, the iterative merge sort, it should be here like this, and recursive merge sort, it should be like okay. After passing this parameter into these functions, we get the result. Okay, now the time complexity of this merge sort algorithms. Merge sort is quite fast and has a time complexity of order of n log n. So which is because this merge sort algorithm takes the number of elements in that array, it takes the same number of steps, so we get the time complexity as n log n. It is also a stable sort, which means the equal elements are ordered in the same order in the sorted list. In this section we will understand why the running time for merge sort is order of n log n. Okay, I'll explain it to you. And to merge the subarrays made by dividing the original arrays of n elements, a running time of order of n will be required. So since there are n elements in the array, we need order of n as time complexity, and hence the total time for merge sort function will become n into log of n plus 1, which gives us a time complexity of order of n log n. Worst case of time complexity, which is big O, is order of n log n, and the best case time complexity is also order of n log n, and average time complexity is also order of n log n. So why this is because since there are n elements and there are two for loops inside that function, we get the time complexity of log n, and the number of elements is multiplied, so order of n log n. Space complexity is order of n since there are n elements. Okay, now let's see how a merge sort practically works. Let's consider an array with elements 14, 7, 3, 12, 9, 11, 6, 2. Okay, we are having odd number of elements in this example, so let's divide the array. Here we consider the left index L as R, which is equal to 7, and also the left index R is less than the right index, which is P. So we divide the array by considering the middle element Q as the middle element. We divide the two subarrays. Okay, we get two subarrays after dividing that. So the formula is middle L plus H by 2. After dividing like that, we get two subarrays, and again we apply the same principle here by considering left index, right index and the middle element. By doing that, we get two another arrays. So, and again after dividing this, we get each and element. So in this way the entire array is divided into each and every element. So from now we will start merging this array, sorry, these elements. So here consider each element as a list, so we compare all the lists with their succeeding lists. After the first pass, after the first merge, we get the elements like this: 3, 7, 12, 14. What we did here is we compare each and every element. This 7 is compared with 3 and 7 is compared with 12 and 14 is compared with 3 and 14 is compared with 12. So after doing that, we get the subarray as 3, 7, 12, 14, and the same principle is applied here. 9 is compared with 2 and 9 is compared with 6. So 11 is compared with 2 and 11 is compared with 6, vice versa. And again after this second merge, we get the total sorted array. Here all the 4 elements are compared with all these 4 elements. So after merging this, we get the sorted array as 2, 3, 6, 7, 9, 11, 12, 14. Okay. In this way, the merging has been done in this example. Okay. Through this video, I conclude that merge sort is one of the most efficient algorithms which can be used for sorting. Thank you, sir.